Hello and welcome here on Saturday, 4/20. April 20th. Minxie says hello as well. We are here in the bathroom because Chris once said that he wanted to see I have slept for most of the day. Nay? I swear I'm not high. most of yesterday and most of last night. So, nay, night and day. Chris mentioned once he wanted to see what my hair looked like. Unfortunately, most of it's in the back, so it's not that dramatic. Hopefully, you can see it here in the mirror how it poofs. This is what happens when I sleep on the couch for most of the day. So I didn't fix it yet. Hopefully you saw that, and I didn't just go wonky with the camera. But now I'll just make it pretty. And I've got to go plug in the camera. Right, Minx? You didn't eat your morning/afternoon treat either. So maybe I won't buy any anymore. Who knows? I did not end up going to see Abigail yesterday. Here, I'm going to plug you in real quick. On the floor. Just gets further and further every year. But yes, I did not go... Where's my little door? Hold on. I'm going to white wall you for a minute. I did not go see Abigail yesterday because, once again, I slept. I slept so much. I am also cooking some noodles for some foodage there in the... So you'll probably hear that beep again in a minute. But yes, I did not go see Abigail last night. I got the time wrong. There's the beep. I thought it was on at 7:30, but it was on at 7:10. They're horror movies, people. Come on. The theater here in town, back when it was a Carmike, actually used to show movies at like horror movies at like 10 p.m. because it's like, you know, I wouldn't get there's some scary movies I didn't get out of until like 1 a.m. in the morning. Good times. Good times. But, yeah, so it was 7:10, and I technically woke up at some point with enough time to make it, to I still could have made it, but I would have had to have, like, put on my pants and my shoes, like, right then, right there, leave the house, and I'm like, I'm just not motivated enough. Like, I needed a little time to wake up. Like, I think I woke up, like I said, pretty much, like, right at 6 o'clock-ish. And since, you know, it takes me about 40-ish minutes to walk to the theater, but I like to, you know, get my drink, get my seat, you know, before everybody else shows up. I like to get there early and make sure that I'm taken care of, you know. So it's like I would have had to thrown on my shoes and got ready and just left the house in, like, a flash, and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that. And then I ended up falling back to sleep anyway. So I didn't go see Abigail. Sorry. I don't know that I will tonight either, because it's like it's going to be a lazy weekend. Apparently, watching television at nay. But anyway, since it is 4:20, and a lot of you motherfuckers are high anyway, maybe, watching this, go to the Googles, and get on your phone if you need to look at it. If you need to look at a map of the Americas on the Googles, just to get a, you know, a picture. If you need to picture this, because I was, speaking of watching TV, I was watching TV earlier. Maybe the finale of Drag Race. I don't know, something like that maybe. And Illinois. A commercial for Illinois popped up, and it said something about in the middle of everything. And I'm thinking to myself, you're lying sacks of shit. Like, you're kind of to the side of the middle. Like, it's in the middle-ish to the side of the middle. Now, do you have your Google's America's Mapses ready? I hope so. You're high, and I know it's taken you a minute to do your diddly-diddly. You know... I'll also tell you about my playlist later. But but yes, I don't even know. I don't know if they taught us this in school. I don't know if this is just something that was talked about back in the day, you know, the 80s, because we were bored and we had nothing better to do, apparently. We weren't fighting giant, like, mind flayers in the 80s, unfortunately, around here, so we had to do our own thing. Can you see the chef in the middle of America? This is you know, this is a good question to ask today. Maybe you might be more perceptive to it, perhaps, if you're imbibing. Can you see the chef in the middle of America? Like, start at Minnesota, and it's kind of like his little hat. And you go down to Iowa, and it's like his little face. There's even like a little nose protruding. And then there's Missouri, where I am. That's kind of like his body. And then there's Arkansas, which is the legs. And I believe it's Louisiana is like the feet. Can you see the chef in the middle of America? Can you see it? I don't even know who told us this. I don't know, like I said, if it was a thing in school that, you know, and if you look at it, like, I can't remember if it's Texas or Tennessee. One of them kind of looks like a pan he's holding, you know. One of those two. I can't remember. I guess the rest is his stove. I don't know. But yeah, there's a chef in the middle of America if you look for him. And Missouri, like, the chef is in the middle of America, and Missouri is like in the middle of the chef. So I kind of feel like we're in the middle of everything. So Illinois, like, count your days. I'm starting a beef with you. You might be one of his utensils that's like hanging on the wall or whatever. Like, but just like back in the day, Aaron Tippin, like, I haven't talked about my beef with Aaron Tippin, and honestly I can't even remember exactly how it started, but way back in the day, the Aaron Tippin, his bus went by or something. We passed his bus. I think that's how the Aaron I honestly kind of forgot about it. Just like I started to be with the Aaron Tippin, Illinois, you and me, we're beefing. Count your days. I don't think I'm that close to you either. You're a little up there. But next time I'm anywhere close, I'm giving you one of those. Watch out. I'm dangerous. But anyway, so hopefully you've had a chance to open your map and look at the. But yeah, I don't even know who knows. This may have been one of those old, like, because I'm a child of the 80s, you know. People say I don't look 44, but I am. And sometimes I'm wearing a hat so they can't see the hairline, which would be a dead giveaway. But, you know, like, I don't know if this is like an old-timey, like, thing that they used to tell kids in school to, like, maybe help them learn some of the states. I don't know where it came from, but it's a thing, and I can't think if I've heard anyone talk about it in recent years, and many years. I don't even know if I've heard anyone talk about it since my childhood, about the chef in the middle of America. So, I mean, if you can see him, he'll still be there tomorrow, I promise. He's been there for, you know, 40-ish years now, at the very least, that I have known, and longer than that. But yes, there's the chef in the middle of America. So, look it up. If you can even find your phone, who knows. But anyway, I still got a little bit of blue on my fingernails from painting the pickleball court yesterday, so, you know, fabulous. So anyway, in case you're here and you're high, and you have no interest in my question of the day, me answering the question eventually. Let's see, where do I get to my playlists? On YouTube. On the YouTubes. Me. Let me go to me, maybe? Playlists. Here we are. Because I have a playlist. If I ever were to get high, I have a playlist of music videos. Music videos to watch whilst high as shit. I don't know if there's a way to link this I just want to view it. View full playlist. Okay. Um, so this is music videos to watch whilst high as shit. So you might actually be able to use this today. I don't know. I've cultivated many things over the years. Some of them, I guess, are... Some of these I don't really remember. But it started... I'll list them out for you. And I'll try to link it below so you can get to it. 14 years ago was when I first started this playlist. It's Mika Lollipop. That's the first one. That's the one that started it all, because if you watch it, you'll know what the fuck I mean. Then there's Casey Musgraves, Oh What a Wonderful World. That was 4 years ago, so there was 10 years in between adding people onto this list, adding things onto this list. And then I think I've just come across some randomly that I don't even know that I necessarily like the song. At least the first two I like the song, but definitely the videos that go with some of these others. Of course, I haven't watched them in a while, but the next one is Jules and Sparks. X Afrojack featuring Esther Dean, When You're Gone. Oh, I like that song too, actually. I do like that song too. I kind of forgot about that. Now I think we're getting into the ones. Little Dragon, Lover Chanting. These are, I mean, I don't really remember the When You're Gone video, and I really don't remember some of these. Bag Raiders, Shooting Stars. Low Hum, I Don't Know Me Like You Do. Just from the thumbnails of some of these, I can tell why they were added to this list. Nightclub, Show It To Me. Official 360 video. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but... Chelu? Chelou, Out of Sight. LSD Thunderclouds, official video featuring Sia, Diplo, and Labyrinth. Not David Bowie Labyrinth. There are no goblins stealing babies in it, but LSD No New Friends, official video featuring Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo. Ash Nico, Daisy, official video. Maroon 5, Beautiful Mistakes featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, that's an interesting one. Borns, Electric Love. Grimes, Shinigami Eyes. I maybe remember that one. That one's... I think that's the one that I almost liked the song, but it was a little bit too weird or something. I don't know. And anyway, the last one is Sigrid, It Gets Dark. Apparently... No, this is a private playlist, so I don't know. 15 videos. I don't know how long it lasts. I thought maybe YouTube would tell me that, but it doesn't. But anyway, that's my list of... And like I said, I'll try to link it below so that you can make use of that playlist today, should you want to. Playlist, music videos to watch whilst high as shit. So, go for it, have fun. Now, if you're here for the question, we shall answer the question on the 20th. Last person you trolled on social media. A lot of times, I actually haven't been getting too many troll comments on YouTube lately, which is weird. Like, where did all the trolls go? Am I just not that interesting anymore? Or has YouTube, like, banned these people or something? Banned these accounts? But I mean, trolls, they don't bother me. Like, you're somebody who came in with the intent to ruin my day with a bargain basement comment, usually. It's, I look like a pedophile. There's so many trolls online that have made jokes about Lester the Molester. You know, I mean, I actually brought up the white van, because it's like, I mean, I don't, you know, like, they don't bother me. Like, their opinion, obviously, they don't care. Like, they don't care who you are as a person. You know what I mean? They just care about trying to ruin your day and make you sad and make you mad. And I'm like, I mean, your opinion means nothing to me. I don't know who you are. You obviously don't know who I am. Like, that's this symbiotic relationship, I suppose. You know, so they come in and they're like, oh, you look like a pedophile. Like, oh, really? Yeah, I've heard that before. Up your fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, give me something I haven't heard before. There was one time that I can't remember what it was now, and I'm like, well, that's actually something new and creative, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that you put some effort forward. you know, of trying to insult me. Let me go back to maybe a little bit more light on this beautiful pedophile face or whatever. So I would like respond like, I can make a joke out of myself faster than you can. So like, there's no game. There's no game there. Because somebody made one of those pedophile comments or whatever. You look like a pedophile, and I was like, that's nothing. You should see the windowless van full of candy that I drive around town. You know? And I've actually had 2 trolls, like, apologize to me. Like, because you just play it off like, yeah, you know, I'll make a joke out of myself. I don't care. And the one, I think that was the guy that he's like, man, I don't know why I left you. I don't know why I left that comment, that mean comment. He's like, I must have been having a bad day, you know. Good on you for going with it, though, you know. So, and then there was one other time, I can't remember what I responded to that person. But they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't me. That was my brother. He got on my account and he left that comment and it wasn't me and it blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's cool, dude. Whatever. Don't care. Like, just, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I mean, maybe depending on the tags of this video, I might, the trolls might reappear. I don't know. God, when would be the last time I did any trolling? And I mean, it's good-natured trolling, I guess, when I do it. Or I you know, I troll people, I guess I feel like deserve it. I don't know. I don't know if there's been anybody like that lately. I don't know, like, I remember, this was many years ago. Like, the only time I can remember really, like, trolling my friends is I posted on Facebook that I have a date. Once again, I feel like I talked about this recently. I have a date tonight. You know, I posted on video on Facebook. There might even be a video. I'm not going to remember to link it, but Chris is always pretty good about reminding me, hey, you forgot to put the link in the video. I feel like I might have even made a video out of this, because it was one of those I was taking myself on a date kind of nights, because I'm worth it. I mean, you know. So I posted on Facebook that I have a date tonight. And people just went crazy trying to figure out who it was, because it's like, you know, I don't date anybody. I don't, you know, I've never, like, shown any interest in dating anybody or whatever, you know, like, I don't have any prospects or anything like that, you know what I mean? So people were like, well, the first question was, you know, is it a girl? It's like, I guess the answer to that question is no. No, it was not. You know, because I happened to stop off at work, because I was going to go get candy from my locker or something, because I took myself out to eat, I believe at Applebee's. I believe that was the night that actually, I kind of felt like, I don't, like the staff at Applebee's was acting weird when I showed up by myself, you know. And I don't know if they were thinking that I got stood up on a date or something. Like, I don't know. They were acting weird around me. I don't know. I mean, maybe they saw me with my camera, because I filmed it. I filmed myself on my date. So maybe they saw me filming myself and they're like, what is that weirdo doing? You know? Just wait until they see my windowless van full of candy that I drive around town. See what I mean? So the staff at Applebee's, I think that was the night that they were acting weird, and I think I stopped off at work because I knew I had like gum in my locker that I could you know, take some of the taste out of, you know, I guess freshen my breath at that point. And I heard Sarah from X, Mark and Sarah. They were in the break room, and I heard her being like, what is going on? Like, not like Xander from, oh shit, what was that show? The animated show about the cartoon characters that lived, Drawn Together, that's what it was. Like, what is going on? But it's like, she was like, you know, I heard her saying that, you know, and so I walked in there, or whatever, and I think I told him, I'm like, the date is me. I'm the date. I'm taking myself on a date, you know. But it was just so much fun to like poke and prod at people, you know, because I've had so many people over the years ask me if I'm gay, and it's kind of like, I mean, what does it matter if I am? I don't care, you know. I mean, I don't even know what that was for the longest time anyway. Back in the day, I think I was in my 12 or something before I even found out when Robert was talking about finding his stepdad's porno, and there was this, you know, this scene with two girls in it, and I'm like, that's a thing? Like, I didn't even know. So it's kind of, I mean, I guess sometimes I like to play with that a little, you know, and people are so curious and they want to know so bad, and I'm kind of like, I mean, I don't know, maybe, you know, I just don't do any of it. So it's like, I mean, I guess now asexual is a thing. Maybe that's, I don't know, because it's like, I hate people, and I don't want them around me a lot. Or like, not like when I get home, I like coming home to my silent house by myself, just in my tranquility, you know. Like, I don't need, like I was saying, I don't need another full-time job. I don't need, you know, like, having a relationship is a second full-time job that you don't even get fucking paid for. In fact, you have to pay for it. You know, you have to take your person out on a date and like buy them things and like show them they matter, and it's just, oh my god, it's so much work, and I don't want to do it. I have no energy left to do any of that sort of shit. I'm focused on me, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, you know, I kind of like to play with that sometimes, and play with, you know, a little bit here and there. So, you know, that's the last time I can remember trolling people. I'm sure, you know, and at the end of the night, you know, I you know, I said something about, you know, my date was me, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, I told people who it was so that they would stop wondering, you know, if maybe I was starting a little something, but I was not. I was, no, thank you. You know, so that's the last time I could, but I mean, that was many moons ago. I mean, maybe if I can find that video, figure out which one it was. My Me Date, I think is what it's called. I'm on YouTube over here, so let me go to my channel and see if I can't find that one. Go to my... But yeah, that's the last time I can remember. Search across my channel. My Me... Not My Moving Mess. My Me Date. Marthieve has fun on his date. Marthieve has a date tonight. Looks like it was sometime in March of 2011. Like, that's how long ago that was. My Me Date 3, Walk of Shame. April 3rd? It's still 2011. My Me Date. So it was like way back in, whichever one it was way back in 2011. So that's been a while. It's been a while. Oh yeah, I better put that on there so that I remember to look up that playlist. If I do. Oh, well, maybe I better put that on there so that I remember to link that video. Maybe I'll remember this time, Chris. I highly doubt it. If I have these tabs open, maybe I will recall to do such a thing. I'll have to figure out which one that is before I link it. But anyway, back to light. But yeah, that's the last time I can remember trolling anyone online. I feel like there was something in a comment section once that I did, probably since then. But I can't remember. Oh, maybe it was just in the last couple weeks, because the show The Orville. Everybody's always, I'm in this group, and you know, everybody's always clamoring for a season 4 of The Orville. And there's this guy that got on there, and he's like, oh, I have this super secret source that I can't tell you who it is, but he says that there's going to be, you know, there's going to be more of The Orville, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know, and he linked to some podcast thing, you know, so, who apparently, I mean, they've had some high profile guests on this podcast, on this show. So, I mean, they do have connections. So maybe they do know, but he was, and so he was posting on there like, I mean, some guy on the internet, some guy said some guy told him, though it might not be some guy. He's like, oh, I can't tell you who my leak is. And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't even know if he knew for sure who the leak was supposed to be. I don't know, because he was talking about it later and, wondering if it was Seth MacFarlane himself was the leak, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so it's like, but I thought you said you had a source on this other post that, they knew all the intricate details and they told you there was going to be more of the Orville and blah, 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 blah. And, of course, people were on the post kind of poo-pooing on him. Somebody left a comment or something, and I was like, what did I say? I said, well, I talked to, I just posted two of the most random names, like I talked to Willie Nelson and Barney the dinosaur or something. I can't remember who. I'm pretty sure Willie Nelson was one of them, and like Big Bird or something. I can't remember who. I was like, and they said seems legit. So, I guess that was kind of that was kind of a trolling comment. I don't know if the guy ever saw it or not, but I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there will be more of the Orville. I don't know, but until it's like on TV Line or they're talking about, is Entertainment Tonight even still a thing? I don't know. Until they're talking about it on like entertainment websites, and it's like production, it's been like officially announced. I'm not gonna believe it, So we shall see. I mean, he could be right. He could actually have a source. And it's like, I'm pretty sure even if you weren't supposed to come here and tell us in this Facebook group. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. That was probably told to you in confidence, but you want to seem like that bitch, I guess. I don't know. Okay, oh yeah, I know about the Orville and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So I guess that was kind of a trolly comment. So there you go. That was just a few weeks ago, I feel like. But I feel like there was something online that I did somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember it though, obviously. So, but anyway, that's all that. What time is it now? My noodles should be, I like to let them soak for a little bit. 15 minutes. I've got 15 minutes. Community Day on Pokemon Go starts at 2 o'clock. So, this video probably won't be up by then. I don't know. Depending on if I have to corral it together or not. But anyway, I will try to remember to link the playlist below. Tell me if you knew. I don't usually beg for comments. Oh no, please comment. But if you knew about, because I'm curious. I'm really curious about the Chef in the Middle of America and how many people like knew about it, were told about it. Like if this is like an old time thing from back in the 80s maybe, or the 90s or whatever. Like I don't know how many people share this knowledge, and I'm really curious. I really want to know. So I really want to know. So let me know down below if you knew about the Chef in the Middle of America, whatever, if you'd ever heard of it, if this is your, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't see it, whatever, it's there. It's there, buddy. It's there. I don't want to have to start a beef with you, but I will. I'll send you to Illinois with Aaron Tippin. Oh, goodness. But anyway, that is that for today. And have a good holiday, I suppose. Actually, I didn't know what 420 was. Here's a little bonus story, I guess, at the end of all of this. I had no idea 420. This was once again many moons ago. But there used to be people that would come to town and they would sell magazine subscriptions. And I thought that it was like local kids or whatever. But these one people, they told me they were from like states and states and states away. Like like Arizona or something. They'd come all the way to Missouri, going all the way across America, I guess, trying to sell magazine subscriptions for whatever this company was. I don't remember what the company was. But anyway, there were these kids. They looked like high school kids. Came to my door trying to sell these magazines or whatever. I did have a SpongeBob in the window at the time. He was like the suction cup guy. It wasn't this apartment. It was the apartment I lived in previously. And of course, I work nights, so they woke me up during the day. It's very dark in my apartment. I don't usually, like, I open the blinds to make these videos so that there's light so that you can fucking see, you know, what's going on. So it's kind of dark in my apartment, whatever. And I'm like half asleep when I answer the door, so I understand, perhaps, there might have been assumptions, because when I was like, oh no, I'm not going to get any magazines, whatever, and they're like, do you mind if we ask you a question? Maybe they were looking for a hookup. I don't know. Not like a hookup, you know, kind of. I mean, maybe they were. I don't know. Who knows? But like, you got any on you? You know, because they were like dropping like 420, Hitler's birthday, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just look like, you know, the old guy in the room. Like, what are these hip kids saying about, you know? Like, I was like, kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know, and they're like, do you smoke weed? Or like, they realized I wasn't getting it, and they're like, do you smoke weed? And I was like, no. I was like highly offended by the question at the time, I guess, you know. Or maybe that they were so brazen about it, like, well, not really. They took a while to ask the question, and then was like dropping all these like secret code words or whatever. I mean, you know, maybe back in the day, it was like, maybe, you know, like I said, maybe they were looking for like, can we bum some off ya or whatever. It's kind of like, nope, sorry, not here, not today, not ever. There's another thing that I don't do, you know. So they went away disappointed in more ways than one because, you know, I didn't buy any magazine subscriptions from them and they didn't get any weed. So, sorry kids, sorry. But anyway, that was just, I guess, one last bonus story of me coming across, you know, learning what what 420 was. And also, like, I have a friend who, you know, has done the weeds for a while now, and he was talking about being at a local theme park waiting for one of the rides, Worlds of Fun, and he talked about him and his friend went to their car and made a salad. And my dumb ass, like, I'm not informed at all. Like, I just imagine them like having their bowls, like, you know, like a bowl, not like a bowl. You know, that'll be a good thumbnail if I can find it. But so I'm imagining them with their bowls. They got lettuce, maybe some cheese, you know, some croutons, something, pouring some ranch on it, and like having some lunch while they're waiting for the ride. That's what I was imagining in my head. But I finally figured out, I'm like, I don't know if it was that day or later. I was like, oh, that's not, you mean salad. Salad. Oh, okay. I'm a naive Christian child, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I guess there's a couple of bonus stories for you if you've lasted this long in the video, because I'm sure it's like 20-30 minutes long. Or maybe you turned it on and you don't even know what you're doing anymore, and I'm still playing while you're trying to figure out how to shut me off. Like, this guy's fucking boring, you know. But whatever, for whatever reason, I will try to remember to link those things below. I have the tabs open. I'm gonna go get my noodles. I'm gonna prepare myself for the Bellsprout. It's a, you know, the plant Pokemon. Mara Lee pointed that out. It's the plant Pokemon for 420. Clever Pokemon Go. I'll give you that one. And it's like, I think the special move, if you upgrade him, is like Magic Leaf or something like that. So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. That starts in like 10 minutes. So, Anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded if I don't have to corral it first. Enjoy the rest of your day doing whatever you're doing, and I'll see you for what I see.